we are here at Okidi Primary School implementing the distribution of food items that has been contributed by the community to help children and families that are affected with nodding syndrome. As we are aware that every year in the month of July, we do memorial service for Mama Irene Gleeson, and this year 2022, we have decided to help the plight of those children affected by nodding syndrome. And we are grateful to all the people who have contributed the food items. It has been a bit long overdue as we were putting everything in the store, and I'm glad to announce today that in this ground we are having thousands of families who are gathered here to receive food items, and this is the first batch that we are distributing today to help those children suffering from nodding syndrome. Today we have items in the categories of posho, which we have here posho, which is enough for 409 families, and we have beans, that is enough for them, and we have salt, we have also rice, Manapak rice, which has been shipped all the way from the US to help these children, and each family will today get 25 kilograms of posho and 10 kilograms of beans and a bar of soap and biscuits and soda that came from Riam company. This all come in a full pack for each family. As the committee for the charity work for Mama Irene, this is just a hand up given to those families. We are also aware that in partnership with other entities, like we have the Bishop Odama Foundation, which is starting in Kitgum, we believe that more food items will be given. But we also encourage that the family will be able to use this food so that they have also time to go and do some planting in the second season of rain in our land here, and that in a way will help to sustain the family. As most of this food did not come from one store, it was out of the goodwill of the people in the community. It took long for people to fulfill their pledges. Even as I speak now, there are still heaps of pledges that are left. People showed their goodwill, but fulfilling pledges sometimes take time. So we ask that people be patient. We believe we are going to hit the target and even beyond if people will fulfill all their pledges. So we are glad that today at least we are able to do the first batch, and more will come in soon.
An matia loka ke luonya ne alobo Christian atien ma mega nyeo lana robiana madori ke tuo pikar ma laja cha tuo latien anyway mo ha liberio kapara bor ni o watin chi kony enini konyo bero mamunya konyo bero mabe matek bene ma wano duoko foj bodgi to ba med ki gen gum to ba med ki gen ker to ba mi ker ka je wek gum med ki yenyo kony me miyo ne wek kony lo tiana maka megwa ene pieno no peko tika dio lo nyoro dia chama be no pe at wane be wunu nero ket ma ping ke tek kere pe bero ma tek ping ti ma tek ko bedini ana ne ni gen ma ke miyo ene ne wan ma chalo nyoro nier ke ti kere ma be wek kony lo tiano umi ki in ma chalo la nyoro bere chawa me cher katimo tichi wek ti tim tichi kun no e bwar la tien ma do at no dong ki gi achama no en chamo
chai ana poi gun ni wan cham tien wan ne do ker wan do ker ka cher ka ti ki ya ma tien do man di cher ku ko e nan no mak la ti cher An men pero lo como más lo más lo me quiero con algo pues kita yo me voy a fin gu par to wa me que le va bien cha me gua que te ana wan que na ka to te ka ne na mai na y cha mo ka ne ma pe ti maro y que ta no ba le hu to ka ma te ko que le cha me ana pues tuan que no ma ka dok na pu pe em ba nge ka ne ka te wa
tốt quá là chị cô cho cái can pian mê cái polacar cái par pe guaco lu tiang mai pa jo lega na tiene cho ma ko ni gen giti ot ma get tamani ka chambo bieno mer kong dak ke pie ke jeba unyo ka vere ke chwale te ko chiro na tiene umber pego tim pian ka wano gen chi wa bikelo gen nyim chiek pian chama ke mio le ini ke mio pilotino me konyo gen me nongo keru me kupuni ano me kwoge mag kor ke nian ma mege mal ba yobo
ra waj bene bod luak matien go gamo cham ni ka che gen go gamo cham e ke mio pilotino magiti tuo luluj an bena atiga leko lotela wa matikin gang ni ka che gunyang go cher go registering cases ni tie ngat mo mauti matim char me cher ka chato gene ni umier ko nen ni reporting lock ni bot LC1 wek LC1 bena ko mi ngej to twale sub county wek sub county ka tigi yo mo mi retrieving chama ne back wek ki kwan chama ki duok chen ko koin de tien wa magitika to lu chami ne pake mio ni umier ki chat ato ke mio pia chama I ot dombe mi ario amera wa ni chama ki mio ni ki tet I ot kenyo so kone ka gwak dok ki tero kitama ni kitero pe le tiana magiti tuo ne kan chame ki meal for the family mati affected with nothing syndrome manyote ka kitero no kitero pe dano wang mai ot kenyo
so pe mana chwala poch ma diet bot Irene Gleeson Foundation pe kelo gia chamani we ko kon ologian kere ka betu kon pe kar ma nok eto no loy ma pere ma twal pe mana foi ma tek foi IGA me tote ma tek me kelo cham I Amira sub county ana foi ma tek.
I'm the chairperson heading quality assurance, distribution, and procurement, specifically for this charity work. Aware that this year's charity work was meant to look for some support to the nodding syndrome children. And indeed, I'm happy that people, all walks of life, they gave in their little to support these victims. As I talk now, we have got food which is enough for these 1,000 households. And today, we have started the distribution from Okidi, which is Namida. We are covering 409 households. And then probably on Monday, we shall continue with Kinumatidi and the rest. And we are very optimistic that by next week, all the distribution will be done. And the quality of the food, it is up to standard. These are still new things which have been, food which have been procured. And we have posho, which we have procured from the factory. That yesterday from Rest and Shine, and then we have beans. These are fresh beans. These are the foods are okay, and I'm happy that our people here are very happy that really Irene Gleeson Foundation is something. Though it is not enough, but this can push them for a little while, as they also engage themselves in production, aware that we are receiving rain, and I believe they will be advised to dig these short-term crops that can really help them also to supplement on the little that Irene has given to them. And you know, these children here, the way we are told, they eat every time and again. And if they have the vegetable at home, they can now use the little you have given them so that they supplement on their diet. Thank you.
I'm here for this distribution, Irene Gleeson charity work, to support the family of the Nording family in the area of Kitgum, Alamore, and Isacholi. I have been here to represent the district chairperson of Kitgum, who is busy with other work in office. But we are very happy as leaders, in the first place, to thank so much IGF for the support. Because when we talk about Nording syndrome, many people who are outside there may not know exactly what it means. But to us who are leaders, and more so leaders in areas that have been affected by this disease, these are families who are not able to do other activities just like other families are able to do. Because this disease prevents the family members from doing other activities. They need to attend to the children, they need to attend to them in terms of what they should eat. Besides, they cannot move far from the family. If you leave them at home, you may get they have burned themselves, or they have even walked in a direction they don't know, so need to start looking for them. So I want to thank IGF so much for the support that they are giving today. And we are told they are giving 25 kilograms of poso, they are giving sugars, and they are giving beans, which is a very good support. And when you look at these kids, one of the biggest challenges that faces this family is that these children eat too much. And besides eating too much, the family does not have time for other activity within the family. So we are happy. We want to appreciate IGF for the support they have given to the community. And now that they have received, what we have cautioned them is that they should not go ahead and sell this small food item that they have received. They should keep it. Meanwhile, we are where we are in famine season. The month of July and August, always in this region, we have famine. And we are sure that this small food item that has been given will be able to support the family for some weeks. And within that period, they will have been able to harvest what they have put in the garden. And this is our biggest appeal. And our appeal also goes to the people outside there, that they should not again come to steal this food item that has been given. We are aware these are vulnerable families, and sometimes there are people who could even hope to come and steal the posho, the beans that have been given. I think this is a strong signal I want to send to the local leaders down there, that any person who will be got to have stolen this food item that has been given to this family, we will take immediate action on the person, and that person needs to be arrested. Because we are just struggling to make sure these families are supported. My sincere thanks goes to the well-wishers, those who contributed. We heard the mention of Mandela Millers and all the well-wishers outside there, who gave the support for buying these food items. There are people outside there who contributed their small money to make sure that this food item reach this vulnerable family. I want to appreciate them so much for the heart they have given. They have done much bigger than even what the leaders have done. I also want to appreciate government for its efforts in trying always to find out what has been the cause of this challenge of Nording syndrome in northern Uganda. So we are also happy for the effort they are putting, but also I want to put forward, we are so worried as the leaders from this area, because this thing has taken some years without a clear cause of what brought this kind of sickness. And we also appeal to government to do all what it takes, so that we know the whereabouts of this challenge, where the Nording syndrome is, what causes it. And I want to call upon also district government, as the district who are suffering from this Nording syndrome challenge. I think Parliament of Uganda should appropriate some fund that would help supporting this family. Because even the little support that the committee are giving is not sustaining. But if at least government can come up with a budget that they could put in place and make sure that annually some of these budgets support them in terms of the food item, that would be much better to stand with the family. Because this time people have contributed, the next time we are not sure whether they will contribute. So therefore, government should take up this so that we, as leaders, we are also comfortable. As now we don't sleep, because as you sleep, there's somebody in a serious condition, there's famine, people are dying every day, and I think government should take it up.